Good morning, everybody. We're going to continue the week of reviews with another Motown-related review. We're going to review the Motown 25 yesterday, today, and forever special that took place in 1983 on March 25th of that year at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium, and it was produced by Suzanne DePass, who was an executive for Motown, and she kind of discovered the Jackson 5, and she also produced the greatest Western ever made, Lonesome Dove. But on to Motown 25. Motown 25 was held to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Motown Records, and it brought together some of Motown's greatest performers, such as the Four Tops, the Temptations, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Mary Wells, and a reunion of the Supremes and the Jackson 5. And my first exposure to Motown 25 was back in high school. Our choir director brought it in because we were getting ready for a choir concert, and we were going to cover the Temptations' Get Ready, and he brought it in to kind of show us a performance of Get Ready, and we watched the whole show, and I loved it. And he loans me his video copy, and but then I was so fortunate to have when it was finally released to DVD, I obtained a copy of for myself, and there were actually two versions of it released: a single DVD version and a 3 DVD version. And I obtained the 3 DVD version. And the first DVD has the special, and the second and third DVDs are filled with bonus features such as interviews and rehearsal footage. But Motown 25 was hosted by Richard Pryor, and I just love this, love it, and and it also not only does it contain a set by the Jackson 5, but Michael Jackson also does Billie Jean, and I think, if I remember right, that was one of the stipulations that he set to secure his appearance, was that he would also be able to do something from a solo career along with a reunion with his brothers. And but one of my all-time favorite performances from the special was the Four Tops and the Temptations, where they where they did kind of like a battle of the bands thing, to where each of them would do a medley of each other's songs. So the Temps would go first, and then the Hops, and then the Temps, and they would all end by by performing together. And but since Motown 25, they have tried to repeat it, because uh, they did special for Motown 40, for when Motown turned 40 years old. But I think Motown 25 is certainly the best of the anniversary specials that they've done. And and I'd like to point out too that that the Funk Brothers original bass player James Jamerson was in the audience for the special, but he did not perform, which is something I learned from the Standing in the Shadows of Motown documentary. And but this was released to DVD on in 2014, and I hope you enjoy it. I give this 5 stars. Shot and produced by audio and video provided by WeVideo and the YouTube Music Library. Photo taken from Google Images. Screen recording taken from Wikipedia. Achieved using iPicky.com. I wanted to add a bit more. First of all, the special was a benefit for the Easter Seals Foundation. And second of all, a couple of my other favorite performances are of the of Howard Hessman. He did his his disc jockey bit from WKRP in Cincinnati, and and in Stevie Wonder's medley of hits, including "Uptight," and also Marvin Gaye. If you'll notice in the special, Marvin Gaye um, changes clothes for the opening, or changes his jacket for the closing number at the end of the night. That was supposed to be his jacket that he was supposed to wear for his set, but it didn't get to him in time, and so that's why he wore what he wore uh, for his portion of the show.